First thing first, my lord. The court would remember that somewhere during the course of last week, I requested a statement that was emphatically indicated by Mr. Gininda that it is available and it was disclosed to the defense. Statement relating to a statement that was allegedly made by Mr. Steyn, wherein he said that in terms of his analysis of the cell phone record, he was able to come across some evidence that suggested that, or that indicated that there was a communication between accused number 3 and Ms. Kelly Kumalo. Statement relating to statement that was allegedly made by Mr. Steyn, wherein he said that in terms of his analysis of the cell phone record, he was able to come across some evidence that suggested that, or that indicated that there was a communication between accused number 3 and Ms. Kelly Kumalo. Subsequent to that testimony by Brigadier Gininda, the following day I then stood up and requested that that statement be made available because I've gone through the heap of documents that I have, I could not find it. And I then requested the state to refurnish me with that statement because then I needed to take instructions, proper instructions from Mr. Mnisi before I could commence with my cross-examination. And there was a moment when Advocate Baloyi wanted to respond, and his response was actually to the effect that they would want to go and investigate if that statement is there and stuff like that. But as we were trying to explain, Brigadier Gininda then interjected and said emphatically that that statement is actually there and it was actually already disclosed to the defense. Then the court made an order that that statement should then be furnished to the defense. Fast forward today in the morning, I'm informed by Advocate Baloyi that despite their fervent efforts to look for that statement is actually not there. Actually, it is not there.
Yeah, okay.
Now, the problem that I'm seated with is Mr. Gininda said that there's a statement that was penned by Mr. Steyn that says that there was a communication between accused number 3 and Kelly, and all of a sudden that statement is there. What do we then do with the evidence as it was suggested by Mr. Gininda that there's a statement that he had which suggested there was a communication between Mr. accused number 3 and Kelly Kumalo?
Yes,
that is just by way of an introduction.
Yes, Mr. Brigadier Gininda.
Yes, my lord, so
maybe I can respond to that, my lord.
Mr. Baloyi? Yeah.
Yes, indeed, I did inform Advocate Mnisi this morning that we are not aware of any such statement, and that, you know, had such statement been in existence, obviously we'd have led evidence on that point, and we then surmise that in light of the fact that we cannot communicate with Brigadier Gininda as is under cross-examination, he can take that aspect up with him in cross-examination, and we then surmise further that possibly that could perhaps boil down to the interpretation of Steyn's statement, Exhibit 01, and that those are the issues that he can canvass with Brigadier Gininda during cross-examination.
Okay, thanks. Yes, Mr.
It was not a question of interpretation, my lord.
Yeah, fine.
There were no
But the witness is
semantics
here.
involved. Yes.
Put the question as you think you understood it and the way you think he expressed it.
I want a statement, my lord, because
Yeah,
before I commence with my
statement.
cross-examination,
Cross-examine him.
I want to take instructions.
Cross-examine Mr.
Yes.
Cross-examine the witness on the existence or not of the statement. Otherwise, we'll be here until Mandela is
No, my lord.
resurrected.
He never said that. He specifically said that it was there. I've been
Yes,
waiting
he's
for him.
here. Cross-examine him and tell him, you said the statement is here. Let's hear what he says.
You have heard the court. May you please answer?
Brigadier Gininda's spa treatments are over, okay? His luxury treatments that he was getting from Advocate Ramasipili came to an abrupt halt, okay? Mnisi didn't give us any warning shots. He went guns blazing, okay? You can hear the court give us the answer. Like Mnisi didn't even bother with the whole let me ease into it. Good morning, Brigadier Gininda. You know, last week this is... No. Mnisi addressed the court and he said, hello, Judge RATHA, last week this lying witness said there was a linkage between Kelly Kumalo and accused number 3 and that they would go and look for the statement and they would come back with it. Baloyi has approached me today because I don't do things off the record. I'm going to put it on the record right here, right now. Baloyi has approached me and Baloyi has said maybe it was some kind of interpretation with you because they are not aware of such a statement, and if it actually did exist, the state would have definitely led on that. So we cannot communicate with Gininda because he's under cross-examination. So it is what it is, okay? And Mnisi says, oh no, Baloyi, you didn't. It is not a question of interpretation. I want to take instructions from my client. Can I have the statement? Like if petty was a person and you had to open the dictionary, it would be Mnisi right there. Epitome of petty. Oh my God. And I love it for us. I love it so much. I love it so much because Gininda put us through hell. He put us through hell for his entire cross-examination. He did as he wanted. He said whatever he wanted. He went into the valleys and the shadows of death. He dragged us everywhere with his annoying long statements. And Mnisi said, I want to make sure this man understands who I am. I am Mnisi Wemvula and I don't take shit. And all I could hear in my head was, Umlilo. And then the judge says, he's right here. Ask him. And Mnisi says, you heard the court. Start talking, okay? Start dropping them bars. Start rapping. Let's hear what Gininda says, because Mr. Cameraman, man, I could give anything to be in that courtroom. I bet you the brigadier's face was red hot. I bet you he wanted to throw a tantrum. I bet you he wanted to pull out his gun. Then he had to remember that he's in a court of law and he spent almost 2 weeks investing in portraying this character of the super nice officer who doesn't torture people and doesn't force people to give statements. He's such a nice guy. All he does is make inferences and subsequently only reads statements and, talks to Absalom Zungu, who's afraid to bring his original Ntanzi sauce. Because Guningi, okay, but let's hear how the brigadier turns into a different character we haven't heard before. Let's go.
Mr. Gininda.
My Lord, so let me start here. I think the court will recall when we spoke about what is contained insofar as that statement is concerned, I've indicated explicitly that my understanding, or rather I do not want to venture into the expertise of Kenneth Stein, and I was very specific that what I can confirm is that insofar as that statement is concerned, there is a link that is reported to me, and I still go back to what I said before, that there was a statement. I said it, my Lord, it is true that I said there was a statement, and then I said a statement, it's in the docket, that is also correct. But what I want to correct is that I said there was a link, and I remember when that question from Advocate Mnisi was put as to what type of a link, I've explained it clearly that I'm not an expert. What I can confirm...
No, sorry, Mr. Brigadier Gininda.
Can I
You're
finish?
not been cross-examined by me. Don't say it came from me. Now don't keep on misleading the court.
Can I finish?
No,
can I have
don't
permission
keep on
to finish,
misleading
my
the
Lord?
court. You are not being cross-examined by me. You said in the course of being cross-examined by Mr. Ramusipili that there's evidence, there's a statement that you have that suggests that there was a communication, a statement that was written by Mr. Stein that suggested that there was a communication between accused number 3 and Kelly Kumar. Then I stood up and said, may we kindly be finished with that statement? Then you said, you definitely will. May I kindly get that statement because I want to take instructions from accused number 3. I don't want you to explain for the background of what you have explained. Now it's about the existence of that statement. Is that statement there or not?
My Lord, can I have your permission to speak?
Yeah, just respond.
Because I've heard what Advocate Mnisi, so I don't know how am I going to deal with this when I don't have a chance to respond. The first part, my Lord, that I wanted to correct is that I said explicitly there was a link, and I stand by that. We can look at the record if this is in dispute. That's what I've said. That's number one. Secondly, my Lord, I said there is a statement, and indeed there is a statement that I refer to where it says explicitly links between target, Ms. Kelly Kumalo appears there, accused number 3 appears there, as well as other accused, because I had to go and look after Mr. Mnisi said I must assist with that statement when he stood up. And that statement, my Lord, I've given it to my colleague to say we must try and get it to the state or email it to the state because I'm under cross-examination. But the portion that says clearly, it's explicit. It says the heading, links between targets, Ms. Kelly Kumalo is on top, and the targets, inclusive of accused number 3, appears. And that's what I was referring to. And it's in line with what I said, my Lord, where I said there is a link in terms of the report that Kenneth Stein told me. There is a statement to that effect. That statement, I gave it to Lieutenant Colonel Roth, and I said she must email it to the state attorney.
Is it here? Was it emailed?
It was emailed, but the statement is here. I must just find your volume, my Lord.
You gave it to Miss?
Lieutenant Colonel Roth. But it's here, though. Yes, Miss.
No. Let her take the oath first.
Yes.
There's no need to fight in the court of law.
Yes.
Otherwise, we don't know what we're doing.
We're not fighting. We're emphasizing what you want to say. It's just an emphasis.
No.
There's no war.
The evidence you're going to give them will be the truth, nothing else but the truth. Is that so?
Yes, it's so.
Right? The brigadier says he gave you a statement to email to the defense.
Yes, I did, and it was emailed to Advocate Baloyi.
Where's the statement? Oh, you just emailed it.
Yes.
Right, Advocate Baloyi. No, when was that, ma'am? When was that?
It was last week already.
Right, any questions arising from what she's saying? Any questions? By the defense?
And the only question, my Lord, is when will I actually get to that statement?
She says she's emailed it. Are you accepting that she's telling the truth?
No, I did not get it. She does not have my email.
No, not you. To the
Or to the state.
Mr. Baloyi.
No, I'm not
Yes,
busy
sir.
between
Right.
the state and
any
the
questions
communication.
regarding that statement? That she emailed it to Mr. Baloyi.
I do not have any.
Yes,
I have no questions.
Miss.
I have not received the statement.
No, that's not the question. The question is, she says she emailed it to Baloyi, and you are saying you have not received it. That's not the question. The court wants to know from you, do you accept that she's telling the truth when she says she emailed it to Baloyi? That's
No,
all.
I don't accept it.
You don't accept it, she's lying.
Yeah, until I receive it. She's lying.
You say you're lying. Are you lying, man?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you can take a seat. Thanks. Yes, Mr. Baloyi, do you have a statement?
Here it is, my lord. As I indicated, it's just what is already on record.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
over.
Give it to Mr. Hey. You know. Hey. No, give it to
I think Mnisi wants it.
Mr. Mnisi. No, there is a statement.
Advocate Baloyi, you said that statement is not
Ah,
there. All
no,
of
so
a
the
sudden
vote is
the
cut. You
statement
know what?
is here.
We're just going to waste time. There is a statement. Have it. Take it. Take it. And if you want to ask to adjourn so that you read it, say so.
I'm going to request for an agenda.
Yeah, because now we're wasting time. The statement is not there. There is a
No,
statement.
but that is what Mr. Baloyi told me, which is the reason why I then have to address the
No,
court.
Mr. Baloyi
And he
says-
also acceded, he considered that he said what I already told the court, man.
Okay.
That does not come from me, but all of a sudden that the statement here it is. It's been handed to me just like this.
How many pages is that statement?
It's more than 50 pages. Yes, there's a record there that goes up.
It's 50
to
pages.
It's about 89 more or less pages.
Okay, now the
It goes
court is going to
89
ask.
pages.
Fine.
Yes.
The court is going to ask the question to Mr. Baloyi. Did you discover that statement to the defense?
Well, my lord, I didn't. For the simple
Hello?
reason, no, I didn't. For
Okay,
the simple reason that
Yeah.
it's already on record. It's Exhibit 01. It's precisely the same.
So let's have Exhibit 01 so that I can see it myself.
Yes. I've made notes on my Exhibit 01. I'll just.
Yeah, give me a copy so that I can see it. So meaning when was it discovered? Not for record purposes. When it was handed up, when was it?
During the testimony of Lieutenant Colonel Stein the first time around, that was
July
in
last year?
August. Yeah, I think.
August
it was,
last year?
Yes, it was in August last year.
So meaning the defense has got that exhibit.
Yes, it's Colonel Stein testified not once but twice in this court, and referred to that exhibit. The court will see that attached to that exhibit is the communication between Longwe and Zandi, which is already on record. It's precisely Exhibit 01.
Yeah, the court recalls this exhibit.
May I respond? May I respond?
Sorry. Yeah, you can respond.
Yes. Remember, my lord, when I first requested the statement, Mr. Baloyi said no, they don't recall that statement, but they have to go and investigate. That is subsequent to Mr. Gininda having said that he emphatically, when he emphatically said that Stein had stated in that statement that there was indeed a communication between Kelly and accused number 3, and then I requested it.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for today in the morning. Mr. Baloyi approaches me and says, no, that statement it's not there. It was actually maybe a question of interpretation. Now they are introducing a different dimension to what they said on that other thing.
No.
And
I'm
that's basically
interested
what
in-
Mr.
I'm
Gininda
interested in one-
is now riding on, my lord.
I'm interested in one that the brigadier said.
Yes.
That statement, Exhibit 01, is that the statement you were referring to? You?
Yes, my lord.
Yeah, that.
No, he's basically riding on what Mr. Baloyi said. Mr. Gininda said there's a statement that he has which indicates, that was penned by Mr. Stein, saying that accused number 3 were the communication with Kelly Kumalo. If this was a statement, they would have simply said, no, I'm referring to Exhibit O, which is already on record, madam.
Yeah, can we-
Why did they have to wait up until
can we
today
go
to come
on?
and come up with Exhibit O?
Listen
when
to me,
Exhibit O
Mr.
is
Mnisi,
already
listen
there?
to me. If you believe that they are misleading the court, put it to them, put it to him.
Yes,
Yeah, put it to him and you'll argue that.
I'm going to request, my lord. I'm not so sure whether the information that is being
They have
here
it
is
according
Exhibit O. I'm
to, they
going
say
to
the
request
statement
both-
has been handed up to court. Mr. Ramosipidi, do you have the statement?
I do have Exhibit O 1 and 2.
Mr. Umalo, do you have that statement?
I do have Exhibit 01.
Ms. Mshololo, do you have the
I
statement?
don't have this one.
Which one is that now?
The one that has been given by Mr. Baloyi now to us.
Which one do you have?
The statement.
Yeah.
I have exhibit 01.
Yeah, bring it. Can I have it? Because I want to compare whether it's the same like the one Gininda says he gave it to Mr. Miss.
My lord, I submit, my lord, with due respect, that the exercise the defense can do together with the state to compare the exhibits that were given to us together with this one that has just been handed in now, so that we can just come back and confirm if it's the same.
One of the defense exhibit 01 when you handed it up to court.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
everyone has got it.
That's enough for me. Yes, Mr. Mnisi, can you go on?
I'm hamstrung, my lord. And in the main, this is highly irregular. I cannot be handed up with an exhibit like this and be expected to proceed with my cross-examination on the understanding that it was initially handed in. I'm concerned about what Mr. Gininda said. I need to investigate and interrogate this document to find out if that allegation that Mr. Gininda said is there or not. If it is there, I must take instructions from my accused.
Okay, fine.
If it is not
Yeah,
there,
okay, fine.
I must also
Fine.
take instructions
Brigadier,
from my accused man.
Are you able to show us the link in that statement of staying?
Yes, I can show
Yeah,
the link.
please
I
show-
think it's on 41.
Yeah,
if I
please
can
show
just
us.
have it.
But my lord, is that not the duty of the state to do
No,
that
no, the
under
duty,
re-examination?
the state can't do that because Mr.
No, I'm saying under
Brigadier Gininda is
re-examination.
under cross-examination. It's under cross-examination.
No, but what I'm saying is, my lord, should that be left to the state?
No, it has to be
request
left
Mr.
to the
Gininda
court
to identify
now.
that portion
It has to
when
be-
he re-examines him. Not for the court to say, Mr. Gininda, please show the plan, because the court is taking over prosecution.
Ah, you can't say that.
State is taking.
I've
court
got,
is taking
I've got
over
Mr. I've got
prosecution.
Brigadier Gininda here. He says that assertion which he made to you is in an exhibit which was handed up to court. And you want to tell me now the court is taking sides, or as it was put by your colleague, I'm colluding with the state.
Whatever information that comes after the full disclosure, after the trial has commenced, it's ambush.
You are saying I'm a cheat for the serious reasons. I'm colluding. I've taken an oath, if you don't know, to administer the laws and the constitution without fear, favor, or prejudice, and to the best of our abilities. I don't know, Mr. Baloyi on a bar of salt. Please. That exhibit is a court document. It's here. And I say to Brigadier Gininda, if you are referring to that document which you say is a statement in which Stein says there was communication between accused number 3
Yes.
and Kelly,
Yes.
show the court, because Mr. Baloyi can't show the court because you are under cross-examination. Okay, so show the court.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for that. Hey,
So, my lord, page 41 of that exhibit on top says links between targets. And then the first person on top there, it's Kelly Kumalo. It says Kelly Kumalo. It indicates the number 082704444358. Then the next person, still under links between targets, it's Fisogutle Ntuli. The number that is listed is 27730030559202. Then when you go down, it says target again, still Sifiso Ngani, Sifiso Ntuli, same number, my lord. When you go to the right, then it's Mtobisi Gada Mnube, and the number listed is 27727668169. And
My lord, I'm struggling to follow here. Mr. Gininda himself is using a concave lens or a convex lens, because he can't read what is written here. I don't have anything. I'm trying my classes. I can't follow. It gets to be very unfair. Actually, if it is this, my lord, it was shown on the screen. I think the best thing is that it should be shown on the screen.
Okay.
And I don't know why should we actually get into this
Sir,
exercise.
Mr. Baloyi, can you
because
show-
I only wanted that statement.
that document, is it possible to show it on the screen?
Yes.
Can you do that? It's on page 41.
41. Yes, my lord.
Yeah, let's show it on the screen.
page 41, but we haven't connected. We were made to understand that there will be no need to use the screen today, so we haven't connected that. We just need to adjourn for a while. And
Yeah, well, Jen, you told me when you've connected it.
yes, maybe just for about 15 minutes.
Yeah, fine. Put it again.
So I don't know what to say. I don't know whether to say Cima. I don't know whether to say Utini Manim Kuza. Like Mnisi Wemvula is on fire. Okay, he's been waiting for this moment. He's a very patient man because he sat through Ramasipili's cross-examination and said, don't worry about it, Gininda. I will get you, and I will get you real good. I will nail you to the cross personally, and you will have no wiggle room. And then Gininda is trying so hard, okay, so desperately. My Lord, may I respond? How am I supposed to talk to this man? He's not gonna, because he's not going to like it when I respond the way that he responds. Gininda is ready to pull out his gun, guys. If you never believed in Gininda's character, the one that Bongani Ntanzi described, the one that Umuzi Sevilla described, it almost came out today. The genie almost came out of the bottle. It was a tough one. It was intense. Even Judge RATHA came out of his good of his good disposition, and he said Mnisi is really trying to drag me to the ghetto, and I'm just trying to be a judge showing my 50 years of experience, and I don't want to fight with nobody. Mnisi says, I'm not fighting. Nobody must confuse this for fighting. This is just emphasis, ladies and gentlemen. So it's going to be a very long couple of days. And wow, I mean, let's see what else he says. Ooh, when Gininda tried to go into his default settings of over-explaining, Mnisi cuts him off and says, you're not being cross-examined by me. Don't mislead the court. Don't you dare. I don't want to hear your long explanations, okay? Where is the statement? That's all I want to know. May I kindly get the statement? I need to get instructions from my client. Accused number 3. I mean, if there's one man who makes their client feel like gold, it is Mnisi Wemvula. Oh my goodness. And just tell me, is the statement there or not? Because if it's there, I need to take instructions. If it's not there, I still need to take instructions. And then Gininda screams, how am I going to deal with this when I can't even respond, my Lord? My Lord, where are you? This was highly entertaining, guys. I am so sorry, okay? I am so sorry, but this was highly entertaining. I have to confess, I've listened to this 3 times. I had to keep reminding myself, you're editing, okay? You're editing, you have to give commentary. And shout out to Queen Shalolo. She said, oh yes, today's our turn. Today we can finally do it. Because we can't do this. We can't be behaving like this under Ramasipili. He doesn't like it. Ramasipili is Mr. Kumbaya. Let's go to the spa. Let's do some yoga poses. Mnisi and Mshololo are burned down the room. The judge asked Mshololo if she received Exhibit 01, and she says, no. The judge first of all asked when the lady police says, I emailed it, and the judge is asking Ramasipili, did you get it? And he says, no, I did not. Ngumalo, no, I did not. Shololo says, I've not received the statement. And the judge says, that's not my question. I just want to know if you accept what the police lady is saying over there under oath. And Shololo says, no, I don't accept it. She's lying. Until I receive the statement, I'll take it she's lying. What? Shololo. And then later down the line, the judge asks again, and she says, I don't have this one. Okay? When finally Mnisi takes the exhibit from Baloyi and passes it down to everybody else in the defense, and then the judge wants confirmation that they have received Exhibit 01, Shololo says, I don't have this one. Next thing, they're taking an adjournment because this is highly irregular, says Mnisi. And I'm concerned about what Mr. Gininda said. If there is a statement, I want to take instructions. Like Mnisi is not letting it go, guys. He is not letting it go. Court is adjourning. And of course, I'll be back with another video. This video is already too long, but I had to do it. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. You know the things. Okay, let's just hurry up and get to part B.
Another challenge, ma'am, is you're talking low. Ukhulumela phansi.
You are speaking very low.
What?